here to challenge that mindset that you already have what you need to get to that next level. You just have to look within and really work with what you have.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey.
Hi my lovelies, welcome to this beautiful day out today. It's a gorgeous day in Chicago, Illinois. I hope you're having a wonderful time. So about a couple of months back, I would say, I think it's right after Christmas, going into another year, I started to think about my life. I started to think about what I'm doing, if I'm actually maximizing some of the things that God is giving me, that God has, blessed me with, and if I'm actually, working towards the path. So it's kind of almost a reevaluation before every year starts. And I remember vividly, 2016 was one of the most eye-opening, revelation-packed years for me, in that I came to, learn more about myself. I came to really listen more, really connect from within, for the most part. And I feel kind of shared before in the past that one thing about my personality type is I can be very inactive, and I can be really content with doing nothing. So really, even doing this thing on YouTube is me going out of my comfort zone. So one thing I kind of I pretty much got an epiphany at some point in my life where I was sitting down in my room one day, and I was just like going through this woe is me mentality. Oh, I wish I had more of this, then I could have done this. I wish I had finished school, then I could have done, all this kind of I wish was just kind of flooding through my mind. And I felt so almost like, because the way God talks to me is very different. Like I always kind of have this strange nudge that accompanies like this really peaceful sensation. It's really weird, but I've known it because I've experienced it over the time that I've been a Christian. But sorry about this doggy. It's one of the things I have to, I guess, pick and choose my battles with filming outside. But I just remembered that particular day, I felt so strongly that God said everything I need, I already have it. So it just brought me back to that Moses experience where Moses was when Moses had that burning bush experience, and God asked him, what is in your hand, Moses? And Moses said it was a stick. And unbeknownst to Moses, that stick was what God was going to show his signs and wonders through Pharaoh, in Egypt at that time, and it was going to make Pharaoh really believe. There was that stick that parted the Red Sea. It was that stick that did so many significant things. So I just want to come out here to encourage someone that, if you're feeling kind of, inactive, if you feel like, you're in this waiting period, that, this drought season in your life, I just want to encourage you that something is still in your hand, and you should still be using something that God has given you to foster what He wants you to do and what He wants you to be. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be as insignificant as you might see it to be, but really, if you look within, you would know there is something that God has given you. It doesn't have to be like the next person's, and just being content with that and working towards that. I'm going to share a little secret about myself that you guys might not know. There was a time in my life where I struggled with, I really wanted to do things with my hands. I really wanted to be more creative, and one of the things the devil kind of bounded me mentally with, or that I had allowed the devil bound me mentally with, was the fact that I always had this thoughts, which I knew was not my thoughts, that said, you're not creative enough, you're not this enough, you're not that enough. But honestly, when I had that nudging in my heart that God is giving me everything I need for what I'm gonna become, I started taking little things that I find almost like a hobby, almost like I just do this. I take it so seriously. I encourage. That's something I know within myself God has given me the gift of, and I want to do more of that. I want to encourage people. I want to create things. I want to go out there and stepping out of my comfort zone. So after this epiphany moment where God told me, I have everything I need, I kind of did a little kind of more practical experiment of how that really makes sense in the real world. So I decided not to shop, not to go buy anything new for myself for almost 4 months. And knowing me as a girl, it's really hard. I mean, it's not like I'm a big shopaholic, but even all through before I got married, like I'll see one thing here, I buy it. I'll see one thing here, I buy it. So I'm not one of those ones that do really big shopping spree, but over time with collecting things, I tend to have like a lot. So I said, okay, I'm gonna refrain from buying anything, and what I'm gonna do is like a personal project for myself, is to get all the clothes I have already, all the things I already have, maximize them as much as possible, learn colors, learn to put things together, learn to, you know, just use what I have. I don't know about you, how sometimes you can walk in your closet and you look at everything, you have so many clothes and it feels like you have nothing to wear, even if you have all these things, but you don't really know how to use them. So anyways, I don't want to kind of go too deep into that, but I did that project personally, and my God, I mean, I've been so blessed. And one of the greatest things within that period was when a couple of people said, oh, you're always shopping, you always buy new things. And in my mind, I'm like, do you know how long I've actually shopped? You know, but it's just a beautiful thing to me that I know that, you know, it's all about maximizing what you have. You know what I mean? Like, someone might be shopping every single time and they feel like that defines them. Someone can be acquiring new things and they feel like, well, in order for me to get to this next level, I need to get this. But I'm here to challenge that mindset that you already have what you need to get to that next level. You just have to look within and really work with what you have. So I hope this has blessed somebody, and I'm gonna insert comment of the day, one comment maybe from my last video that I found, oh, but maybe encouraging or whatnot, and I'll kind of get back into that in a more subtle way. I know I've been wanting to do that forever, but I don't know, I know you guys understand. But let me know what you guys think. Share your thoughts, your comments in the section below, and please do not forget to thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. I care so deeply about this, and I want to continue to bring you guys content that is really from my heart and from my walk with God, and really go back to the basis. You know, one thing I promised myself in this channel, that I would not deviate from the path that I really want to make this content, just to share some things I've learned in my growth and things I've learned even growing. You know, I've not reached anywhere, you know. So I really hope you guys have a lovely rest of the day. I love you plenty. Bye bye.